Anyon Apshimika. Did you practice that for me? Onion, ha, shin, kneecap. Anyon Apshimika. Just means hello. That's the first part of the Korean we're going to learn or practice again today. Second part will be jase. Jase means stance. Chungul jase, front stance. Hugul jase, back stance. Kima jase, horse stance. We'll practice all of those after we warm up. Where do we start? Raise the heavens. Three times, get up on your toes and separate down to your heels. All the way up to heaven and then drop back down to earth. Open. Close. Which one's next? The archer. Which way do you want to shoot next? Up high? How about over your shoulder and down? Did you see your target? And back to Chumbi. Chumbi jase. That's another stance that we know already. Okay, wrists. We're going to go quick on this. You know how to do all this. Elbows. Big open close. Are you clapping already? Let's hear it. I'm going to go quiet so I can hear your clapping. Be a little louder. Okay, scissor hands. Pick an arm, wind it up. Be careful, don't get it going too fast. Hope you're going faster than me. Whoa, slow it down, other direction. Wind her up, let's go. But take care of that shoulder, slow it down, nice and easy. Other arm backwards. Get it going a little quicker, maybe you get a little more of a stance, a jase, that's for arm swinging, and then slow it down and take it the other way. Faster, faster. Right, back to Chumbi jase. You know, Chumbi jase is just like getting ready for a low block. Close and then open into a block. This is number 5. What comes next after Dasit? Yoset. Ilgup. Yol. Aho. Yo. Can you do 10 high blocks with me? You count and I'll move. Hana. Dul. Set. Are you still saying numbers for me? Net. Dasit. Yoset. What's next? Ilgup. Yol. Aho. Yo. You know any other blocks? You know how to do the side block? Do you remember what stance I called this? Back stance, because I move back a little. And can you say the Korean? Hugul. Hugul jase. Two more and we'll have 10. Blokia. Hey! And this? Oh, you already know Chumbi. I just made it different saying Chumbi jase. So how about some punches? Remember this stance? Say Kima. Kima jase. 5 punches real quick. Did you do just 5? Count inside your head. Don't count out loud. You can go faster. How about 6 punches? Go. 6 punches again. You notice that if I start with this hand and do an even number like 6, I finish with that hand. So I'm going to switch sides. Did you switch sides? Let's switch sides. Kill. Let's switch once more. Kill. So now count inside your head. 8 punches. And you should finish with the same hand out. Go. One more time with 8. What was the stance called? A horse stance in Korean. Kima jase. And did you say chumbi jase? And have we done anything with, let's see, hugul jase, kima jase, hugul jase, kima jase. Did you do that with me? Do that with me. Hugul jase, back stance. Kima jase, horse stance. Hugul jase, back stance. Kima jase, horse stance. Before we try one other, I need you to do a couple side punches for me. Because you know what happens when we do side punches? We do this. We look sideways. Well, the stance is supposed to be sideways, but you're not supposed to look sideways. If I'm punching towards you, do you think I want to look to the side? What happens to what's in front of me? I don't know. I've got to look. Tia! So how many side punches can you do? Can you do 20 right now? Do you have room where you can just boom and then switch your feet? Switch your feet. Is that a kima jase? Yes? Maybe a little closer here. Pull the front foot back. Step with the other foot. Tell me what the ready stance is. Chumbi. Remember ever hearing me say paro? That's another way to say go to your ready stance. It means return. So if you're in whatever stance and you hear paro, return to your ready stance. Okay, back stance, horse stance. What's the other stance aside from the ready stance that I said we were going to work on? Front stance. Maybe your brother or sister knows chungal jase already. I'm going to turn sideways, but we're just going to do stretch kicks, knee lifts, and inside crescents. I'll face you when we start doing crescent kicks. I just want you to see the chungal jase. Little angle on the back foot, fall into the front foot. Heavy in the front foot. Front stance. All right. And you know how to do the front stretch kick where you bring your toes up, set them back behind. But can you do that finishing in a nice front stance each time? Chungal jase. See? Chungal jase. Nice job. Stretch kick. Finishing each time with your chungal jase. One more. Oh, do you remember to put feet together and switch sides that way? That's a neat way to go. If you haven't done that before, we'll do that after 5 kicks. Number 4, number 5, the feet go together and the other foot goes back behind. What did I say we were going to do? Knee lifts. I want to watch you. Knee, back to a front stance. Can you see that my feet are wide? This is more of a horse stance, especially when your feet point that way. Front stance needs to be wide so the river of energy can flow between your feet. So when I do my knee lift, I get small together, but then I got to get wide. So narrow, wide. Small, long. But don't go long like this unless you're stretching. Are we stretching already? No. We're doing knee strikes. Other side, knee, small, and then wide. You're still moving. You have your head low so that when your knee comes up, does that look good? No. If anything, you want to get smaller. And then finish Korean, chungal jase. So, we'll get to the crescent kicks right now. What we talked about last class, the usual crescent kick that you're going to do from your, chungal jase, is going to be an outside crescent kick. Let's count. Hana. You say the number. Dul. Say it next. Set. I heard it. Net. And Daset. Feet together, go to the other side. After Daset, what's the next number? Say it. Nice. Yo, set. Ilga. You're counting, right? Yodel. Remember number 9? Aho. And yo. Feet together, go back to the other side. Did I say that was an inside crescent or an outside crescent kick? Inside crescent kick comes across the body and goes out. Bring the knees together, circle out. And again, now say dual, so we can count them. Now that you know how to do an inside crescent, we said set, net, Dorset. Whoa, did you keep it in front so that you can switch to the other side? Inside crescent on this side. Knee comes across. We were counting up from there, up from Dorset. What number came next? Yes, that was Yoset, and then Ilga, Yodel, Aho, and Yo. And can you still, did you make your stance wide? And can you tell me what the wide front stance is called in Korean? Chonggol Jase. And then, not chumbi, what's the other way to say return? Paro. Alright, so now let's move through those stances quicker, because this is what I call a stance dance, and we'll see if you can practice the names and get your feet moving. So, from chumbi, bring one foot forward, chonggol jase, because it's a front stance, it moves forward. And if we're doing the back stance, which is called hugol jase, we move back. And then the horse stance, kima jase. You still look in this direction? And can you switch to the other side like this with a little key up and keep looking this direction? What's this stance called? Kima jase. If I'm going to shift back, then I'm going into a back stance, which is called hugol jase. And then if I come forward, front stance. Yes, chonggol jase. And did you say paro? Or did you say chumbi? So this foot just came back this time. Let's have this foot go out so we can alternate sides. We go chonggol, hugol, kima, switch sides, kia. Did your eyes stay right towards the front? Moving back is the hugol. Moving forward is the chonggol. And paro. So now we get to do both sides. It's going to move a little quicker. Hope you can keep up. Rather than say chonggol jase, just say chonggol. Rather than say hugol jase, hugol. And then the third one, kima. Here we go. Chonggol, hugol, kima. Switch. Kima. We don't even have to say it, we just say the switch. Hugol, chonggol, paro. Did you contract? Did you get yourself small and then big for getting back to your ready stance? Okay, one more time, nice and mellow. Chonggol, hugol, kima, switch, kill. Hugol, chonggol, paro. And now a lot quicker. I hope you're saying it with me. Let's see if we still keep the same pace, but fast. Faster, not fastest. A little faster. Go. Chonggol, hugol, kima, switch, hugol, chonggol, paro. Same leg steps out. Chonggol, hugol, kima, switch, hugol, chonggol, paro. That was faster. Now, fastest is like trying to count your punches. You can't go 1, 2, 3, 4. You just can't count that fast. So we're gonna maybe not say them so well, but let's move through all the stances. Ready, go. Chonggol, hugol, kima, hugol, chonggol, paro. Woo! Did you make that? Do the other side, then go. Chonggol, hugol, kima, hugol, chonggol, paro. All right, one time. Don't say anything. We got to do one side switch, other side switch. You'll see what I mean. Follow along. Here we go. Kansamnida. All right. That was good for the legs. We did our we did our crescent kicks. We did rolls last week, so we need to do a few rolls again. You know what? I was going to get something to roll on. Do you have a pillow that you can roll on? Ask mom or dad before you take a pillow off the bed. I think you'll find if you have a pillow, I'll go grab a Target for myself. It's a little softer. What do you remember about the rolls? Do you remember that we don't really want to roll on the top of the head and the neck? Are you going to get a pillow? You might want to pause. My pillow is right there. We don't want to roll over the neck and all down the back, the spine, because that can hurt. So what we need to do is, do you remember where we started? Shoulder across through the hip. Okay. This pillow is not big enough for me, but you could find a pillow and be back a little from your pillow and think about dropping your shoulder. And if you need to do a somersault roll to start, that's fine, but if you can, go right to your shoulder. Remember we said make yourself round. Told you it wasn't big enough for me. Or you can go real easy and then maybe you'll be right on the pillow. Okay. I think I'm going to do better without a pillow. Other side. Round. Shoulder starts, cross to the other leg. And then you can come right back up. Let's do that. So if you have one side that's easy for you, do that a couple times so it feels comfortable. I'm going to do that side again so that you can, so I'm open to you. And I think about something around, I think about reaching back towards my back foot. And the biggest part is you got to let that back foot get up high. And then, as we talked about before, rolls tend to go, when you're doing a diagonal across the back roll, the roll tends to go at an angle. So you really got to think about the direction you're going and aim yourself right that direction. See, I missed by a little. It's not easy, okay? Maybe the other side will be a little better. Or maybe the other side will go off the other direction. If you're good with your roll already, you should be able to roll and stand right up. See how that one wanted to go off that direction a little as well? And so now we have to roll for, let's just say 4 rolls. I'm going to do one forward, one back, and then the other side. Forward, back, other side, forward, back, and then you can take a break or keep rolling. Remember, you have a way to stop this and go check on things. Make sure you got a nice pillow, make sure it was a pillow that you were told it was okay to use. And then one other thing that we're going to work with are the dice, because I think we do need to do a little more exercise. We're probably not getting outside enough these days. And I'm going to show you how to make your own dice. So here's what I came up with. You need to get permission first to go find 2 dice. Oh, there's one of mine. And you can take a picture of this. So, what I had in mind was, you know, the dice that we have here that have all these moves on it, that you make whenever you roll a 1, you do blocks. When you roll a 2, you do punches. When you roll a 3, you do kicks. 4 is push-ups. 5 is crunches. 6 is jumping jacks. We better review a few of those. Did we do any of these already? Blocks, yes. Punches, yes. Kicks, yes. No, we haven't done any of these. Maybe we should make those, you know, you could make these rolls. What else? You're going to have to figure out some things that you could do with these other than what my ideas are. Rolls. That would be a good one, because that's part of rolls is a good, you know what a crunch is when you crunch your core. Okay, and then these were the numbers I picked, because 20 is a lot. So maybe you don't need to go to 20. Maybe you just go 10, 12, 14. Maybe you can do 20. Could you do 20 push-ups? Ooh, that's like one of the toughest ones. Most of the others are all right to do 20. So you've got 2 dice, one for techniques, one for numbers of that technique. Now, what are you going to do? I think what I would do is I would get permission first, and get a little marker, and color one of my dice blue. Wouldn't take long to put blue all the way around it. You know, I even thought that I might take a black marker and put extra dots on it. And that way you don't even have to try and figure out what the numbers are. You just have to know that the dice that isn't colored tells you which one of these techniques to do. But if you want to just put some color on it, then you'll know which die is telling you the number of techniques. But fortunately, I have dice to tell me all that. What do we get? 8 kicks. What kick? We haven't done front kicks. Have you ever done kicks where you do one kick and then go to the other foot? That was 4. Let's do round kicks. Feet go together, second round kick. Hey-ya! What was that stance? Chumbi. What stance was I kicking from? Chango Jase. So there we go. 9 blocks. I like the side block a lot. How about low X blocks? Two side blocks, 4 X blocks. How many blocks is that? 6, which leaves 3 more. How about high X blocks? Hey! So, you know what else? I just know I need to do some push-ups. So I put it on push-ups, and I get to do 2 times. See, you can make one of your marks of 2 times. 2 times 12. And I said I didn't want to do 20 push-ups. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 8, and then 8, and then 8. Does that add up to 24? Yes. Do you remember how we were doing our push-ups? Down, pick your hands up. The whole point was just so that you get down with your elbows bent. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get to do that 2 more times. All right. Then we're going to just do a little cool down. So let's be strong through these. Again, if you're strong enough to do that, the other way is to go here to this position, drop onto your knees. Do, sit, et, das, yos, ildup, yodel. Yodel's number 8. All right. And then I don't know who's doing knuckle push-ups in our class. Anybody? I just don't want to see this. This doesn't count as a push-up because your elbows didn't bend. Bend your elbows. Do as low as you can go. Set. If you can go low and hold it, net. That makes it much stronger. Das, yos, ilga, yodel. The best way to finish. Jumping jacks, remember feet apart, hands together on top. Feet go apart, hands go up. Feet come together, hands go back by your sides. Did we do this one? If you're good with that kind of jumping jack, foot goes forward while the hands are on top. Feet come back together. Other foot forward, back together. Either way, ideal. Nice and easy. Wish I'd gotten 24 jumping jacks. Crunches. Talk with mom or dad about the best crunches, because there's all kinds. You know, you almost got to do super kicks. You know how to do super kicks? Hands and feet up. Get your shoulders, get your knees off the mat. Don't bend your knees, because that makes it no strength. Like this. You got to reach out through your fingers and reach out through your toes. All right. Okay, review. Name the stance. Does this help? Show you that it's a front stance? Hope you said chungle jase. Hoogle jase. Himajase. Ro. Open. Slide your hands up to the middle of your back. Look behind you. What do you see? Rise up, touch toes. Come on up. Little straddle. Both hands to each foot. Over to one side. Over to the other side. Put your fingers down in front, bring toes and heels together. And then rise up from the bottom of your back. Up through the middle. Go to Chumbi. Kamsamnida.